Hello everybody, it's the Pasta Toys, and I haven't uploaded in, well, I don't actually know how long. Um, it's actually quite interesting, also very long story, but, um, so, um, my upload schedule changed back before I started working at FedEx. If you didn't know, that's where I work. I work for FedEx Grounds. I, throw boxes. Um, but I lived in a secluded area before, and because of this, I was able to freely make content without worrying about disturbing other people or being heard. Um, I'm actually really self-conscious about how I sound when I record, and so if I felt other people could hear me, I tend to not record or record quietly, which didn't make great videos, if I'm honest. It didn't. Um, so what happened? Well, I got moved into upstairs because I was living in a bedroom downstairs next to the garage. So I had a roof above me and no bedrooms next to me. I had a master bathroom too. It was really nice. But I got moved up to the top floor where my sisters and family resided. And because of that, I was really self-conscious and I couldn't record as freely as I was. So that's why you saw a sharp decline in my uploading schedule. Now, when I started working at FedEx, I had less time and I also wasn't living at my parents' house anymore. I was living with my aunt in her camper. So I would have to go home and then make videos, but I didn't have a license at the time, I didn't have a car, so doing that was hard and not really feasible. After that, I moved back in with my parents, and it was a similar situation. And then I got my own vehicle, and I was actually, able to go places, do things. I went to the Fanboy Expo back in 2024. Um, so I was actually able to go around and do things, and um, but I still didn't have the freedom to record like I wanted. I couldn't record in an environment where it was just me and I was comfortable, so I didn't record, and my uploading schedule dipped. You did see an uptick in shorts that I made, so there was that. Now, um, I temporarily moved in with my ex-girlfriend, and my ability to record was almost non-existent because when I wasn't with her, I was at my parents' house, because I was living basically 2 days with her, one day at my parents' house, back to 2 days with her. So I didn't have not just the time to record, but the space to. Um, my ex-girlfriend, she broke up with me, um, and kicked me out. And she had actually kicked me out just as I moved out of my parents' house. And I was actually staying with friends and um, staying at her place more. So um, I moved out of my parents' house. I had all my Transformers in storage. I had all my Lego in storage. And so I didn't have anywhere to record. I didn't have anything out to record. So recording also, again, wasn't feasible at that time either. And she broke up with me and I became homeless living in my car. So she broke up with me for a multitude of reasons. None of it, she said there's a lot of toxicity in the relationship, and I could go into the whole story, but it's just not worth airing out both our business like that. However, she did attempt to get me fired from my job. She also um, went behind my back to discredit me from promotions. Um, so I wouldn't say she's a particularly great person. And she wasn't somebody I should have been dating anyway. Um, she treated me not particularly great, but I was then homeless after dating her, and in my car, and I met a new woman named, oh, well, I can't say her name, but I met a new woman who helped me. She and her parents welcomed me into their home, and at that time, while I was living with them, I was still searching for apartments, even though I had already applied for one and I had already put in the application for everything. Um, so in January, I got my first apartment. I live in a one bedroom now, and I'm the only one living here. It is mine. My name's on the lease. I don't have any co-signers or nothing. It is solely mine. Um, I am full time now as well. Back when I used to be part time, but right as the summer ended last year, I went full time. So I am now working 40 hours a week. Um, so drop something. So um, I now have technically less time to record, but also more time. I'm also by myself in a area I feel more comfortable in. Now, as you heard, this happened in January. So why didn't I start uploading more? Um, well, furniture's expensive. I had to buy shelves. I had to buy a microwave because my apartment didn't come with one. I had to buy, my couch. Well, I didn't pay for the couch or my dining room table, but I had to buy the chairs for it. I had to buy my desk, my dresser. I also still have to buy an actual bed because I'm sleeping on my couch's pull-out bed right now. So like I still have furnishments I need to buy, and then I need to get a new ring light because that one broke. I also have to buy a new tripod because this one's also broke. I've had to buy a new tripod for a while, so that's not something super surprising for me. But I just don't have anything to record to the quality I would like. Um, that's not to say future content isn't coming. I am hoping to have new tripod, new ring light. I want to have a couple ring lights this time because back then I only had the one and it was casting weird shadows and everything, and I didn't like how it looked. So I'm hoping to have a new ring light soon. I'm hoping to have more stuff to record. I have plenty of figures. I have plenty of Lego sets. I have plenty of stuff to make more content. Um, but back in January, on the 21st, I broke my toe. My big toe, I dropped a box on it at work. I broke it. Um, Thankfully, I had workers' compensation to cover that. And then I had a tonsil infection. And then the Ghost concert I was supposed to go to got canceled. Um, and then I had tires showing wires. So it's just been like issue, issue, issue. And then back in November of last year, I hit a deer, and I'm still working on fixing my car from that. So it's just compiling issues over and over that have just delayed me returning back to making more content more frequently and at better quality. Um, and I'm happy to have my own apartment. I'm happy to have a place where I can call my own. I'm looking forward to making more videos because this is what I love to do. I love to show you guys cool Transformers, Transformers you might have never seen before, Transformers you might not have heard before. I want to give you guys my thoughts on them. I want to inspire you to make similar content. I want to inspire you to make your own content, and I just kind of want to show you guys that anybody can do this. You don't have to be Mr. Beast. You don't have to be Logan Paul. You don't have to come from a rich background. You can be just like me, a full-time worker, sharing what you love. Um, and I'm happy to have all 280 of you as supporters, and I'm happy to have all of you in my community, and I'm really looking forward to making a comeback, to making content that you guys will watch, you guys will hopefully enjoy, and of course, leave any criticism for me in it. Now, before content can obviously resume, I have to get back into, the swing of things. I have to figure out new layouts. I have to get my setup ready, which shouldn't take long. I'm hoping that this is the last month of just no reviews up, no nothing. Um, and I've gotten new Transformers. I have 86 Command. Well, you can't see me, he's off to the side. I have the 86 Devastator. I have the 86 Optimus Prime. I have the 86 Megatron. I have the 86 Thundercracker. I have these new figures. I have the Age of Primes Combaticons. Well, the three that, are already released, unless they released Onslaught at the time of this recording. So I have stuff I want to give you guys. I have stuff I want to show you guys. And it's frustrating that I can't do these things because I keep having issues compile, and I keep having setback after setback. But we are in the home stretch. And, it's just been a lot. We're making headway towards the goal, and I'm really proud of that. I'm proud of the progress I've made since joining this platform. I'm happy of, I've been at this game since 2017, so the progress I made from just a mobile game YouTuber to being, an actual dedicated review channel. It's just, it's really humbling to look at where I was. It's really instills a sense of pride in where I am now, and it makes me hopeful for the future. So I hope you guys will stick around for that, and I promise more content's coming in the future. This isn't the first or last video of mine. I'm not going to go anywhere. Not anytime soon. So I'll see you all in the next video.